All right, some more questions. What's your favorite operating system?
Windows 7.
Oh, okay.
Alright, looks like we have TAWSnipuh Zurich player versus Selendis Protoss player on GSL Crevasse.
What's your predictions for this matchup here, sir?
Uh, I see Selendis taking this one in the third round.
In the third round, well,
I don't know.
my God. Yeah, this is an interesting map. It's got that easily accessible base in the back, which actually kind of favors Protoss on this map because it's an easy base for them to take. They get that extra mineral income, but Zerg is actually limited in gas, so it normally means you don't see like 2 base or 3 base fast and fester or like mutalisk because they're a little bit limited on that gas. You never see some like roach hydra play going on there.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's my map analysis right there.
Analysis. Yeah, it's interesting that they only put one gas in there. There was another map I was trying to remember. It was on one of those like floating space platforms. Close spawn is an option. Both players trying desperately to find each other. Anyway, would you leave our kind players alone?
I thought you would enjoy that.
Yeah. Scout all the bases. Anyway. So, Sniper, still on 14, so we're going to see what he's going to do with that. Is he going to hatch? It looks like he's going to pool. Yeah, we see a 14 pool from him. Selendis is he's actually doing a forge, which is interesting.
Probably gonna put a cannon there and
then
try and
expand
take
behind
the expansion. Yeah, it's interesting though. Like if you're gonna do a forge fast expand, you might as well just take the low ground base because that one's got the double gas. And don't put the cannons, or don't wall off right at the front, but put the cannons in a defensive posture behind the mineral lines. So if anything does
the bottom of that ramp right there.
No, don't wall off at the bottom because everything they'll just get picked off by roaches or something like that.
Stupid roaches.
Yeah, indeed. I don't know. Interesting opening by Selendis. I feel like he's not really playing to the map that much. He's more of just trying to find a way to take that base really quickly. But like, why get the forge? You might as well just do like a 1 gate expand. You're closer to that cybernetics core than you were previously.
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice Selendis left a probe down here in the corner. I'm not sure what specifically he's doing with that. We might see some sort of shenanigans later on. But Sniper here is going to finally, after quite the long trip, be able to get the full view of the base. He's not going to go in, though. It's funny, because there should be a little bit of a gap there.
I think that is actually walled off.
Oh, really?
I believe it is.
Completely walled off? Okay.
I believe so. It's a little bit, with those rocks there, it kind of is a little bit deceiving to the eye.
Yeah, it looks like there's space there, but I guess not.
Nope.
So both players
Chuck Testa
doing their thing. Chuck Testa. Sniper's grabbing his inside of his base. And Selendis
inside of his base.
And Selendis is grabbing his inside of his base. So both players adopting pretty much the same strategy.
Yeah, my favorite thing to do on this map is to just do like 1 gate or Nexus first into 1 gate. Take your third.
Nexus first.
Yep, go Nexus first into 1 gate and then expand and take your third really quickly. It's the greatest thing you can do, but if you're playing against someone who doesn't
it leaves you wide open though.
Yeah, totally. But people don't really know how to play to this map very well.
Right.
So they generally just expand really quickly to that end base, and then like try and defend and take a third. But by that time, you've already got your third like up and running. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's risky, and we can see Sniper's following your advice and grabbing his third base. I don't think that was scouted though. Selendis will see the second base, so there's no mining going on there, so Selendis is mining on the second base. So that'll give him a little bit of advantage, and then the third base going down. So both players macroing up quite heavily. In terms of workers right now, it's 28 to 25, pretty even. And we can see Warp Gate coming out. So, that forge seems to have done him pretty well, because it's allowing him to research his level 1 upgrades a little bit earlier than he normally would have. and now he's building
Yeah.
just building that great wall of Protosia or something. He's just like, you know what this needs is more buildings.
For sure, yeah. Doesn't want to get painting busted, but yeah, I don't know if I actually agree with building everything on the front like that, because it really reveals everything you're doing, you know?
Yes, it does. And it also leaves you open to attack.
Well, yeah, like if banners are run through the splash would hit a lot, but I think the biggest problem is that it reveals every single thing that you've built up until this point.
Yep, I mean, there's a Zergling there. All he needs to do is run up the ramp, and he'll see a Cyber Core being chrono boosted, a gateway, and another
Yeah,
gateway.
indeed it will.
Yep, Selendis is busting down the rocks to his own base, though. An interesting strategy. He is building a nice creep highway. He's able to connect all of his bases, which will allow him to connect all the bases, which will allow him to hatch his macro hatch, and allow him to pull pretty far ahead.
Or just like hatches, so you put a hatch in your hatch so you can hatch while you hatch.
Well, yeah, I mean, now he's got 3 full hatches. Selendis is working on Hallucinate at the moment, so hopefully he'll hallucinate some Phoenix and be able to get a good view of the map. He's also breaking down his rocks, an interesting strategy.
What's actually going to allow him to leave his base?
That's like technical difficulties. I can't get out of my base.
No, it's actually really smart of Selendis to do here. I never actually thought about that, walling off like in such a way that once you break down the rocks, you can actually just leave your base. Like that's actually pretty smart. I never thought about doing that on this map.
Yep, and he's also created another choke point here, so a cannon or two, or 1 force field would still be able to block off his ramp from any sort of Zergling run by.
Yeah, because if this was me, I would have actually probably accidentally killed off the forge. Just not thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly. And he's building a tremendous amount of gateway. I think he's got up to 8 by now. He's got 6 gateways. But Selendis is... Yeah, Sniper is hopping up to the Spire. So we're definitely going to see some Muta Ling play, maybe.
Yeah, Selendis is going to go for a pretty strong timing. You can't expand behind it, but it's going to be tough.
Well, he
wants to put on some sort of pressure. He wants to actually get some damage done here.
Yep, and that hallucinated Phoenix was able to scout out everything. So Selendis is sort of scouting the bases while Sniper's getting his forces all together. He's a little bit supply blocked, though. Actually, both players are supply blocked, but Sniper's at 86 and Selendis is at 76.
Dun dun dun.
So we're going to see a little bit of a move out here by Selendis. Hopefully he'll realize he needs to expand behind that in order to match his Zerg opponent. The Zelnaga Tower is going to be able to see that. Dead Zergling.
Going for the surround. This is actually really good if we don't see any... Yeah, okay, that's really good for Sniper. This is going to be easy peasy. And there's no way that Selendis is going to be able to hold that third base he just put down.
Nope.
Yeah, and Sniper's going to go for the counterattack for for a really strong position in this game. I was going to say the win, but you never know what can happen in a game of StarCraft, you know?
Ooh, and he's ignoring taking down that Nexus to focus on the army. This is going to be a little bit interesting. I don't think that Nexus...
He split him up. He split his units apart. There is going to have to be a cancel or the death of that Nexus.
Was that a cancel?
No, it was dead. Yeah, it died.
That's a shame.
So 400 down the drain there. So, yeah, it really is unfortunate there for Selendis. Gonna put him even further in the hole. You know, canceling it sucks, but to lose it sucks even more.
Yeah, he is going to be able to rebuild it instantly, though, but he definitely took a hit on his army, which is going to give Sniper a little bit of time to become even further ahead. Right now you can see he's building 11 Mutalisks. And
that's pretty much is going to clinch it, because the way the bases are positioned in this map without Blink or High Templars, it's going to be almost impossible for Selendis to actually deal with really good Muta Harass.
And here comes 18 of your favorite units.
The Banner Ring.
Banner Ring? That's wasted. So we see a Twilight Council coming up that looks like he heard your High Templar call, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Sniper's putting up his fourth base.
I think he's just actually getting the Twilight Council for upgrades, because we're going to see
upgrades.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Baneling drops by Snippa here.
That's going to be interesting.
I feel it's a little overkill.
You know what? There's no such thing. So we're going to see a little Ling Muta here, and then a little Baneling drop elsewhere.
Scripture. Wow, actually, Selendis was able to get up a large amount of army within the last couple of minutes. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, well, he was
Sniper needs to run with those Mutalisks, though.
Yeah, he was able to equal in terms of food there, but he's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Well,
I think he's aware of the fact that, oh, and look at that, the Protoss army is actually just right here, perfectly formed here in a nice choke.
It's bailing rain.
Yeah.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain.
Oh my god. Dude, did you see our chocolate video? Our chocolate rain cover?
No, I didn't. And Selendis says, alright, I've had enough of bailing rain, and calls a good game.
Yeah, dude, me and my friend, we did a video, StarCraft related, that was chocolate rain, but it was Overlord creep, you know?
Don't care.
How they can drop. Yeah, it was really bad. Like, it was a really bad video.